last time I was at this spot, I was giving away a truck. Now I have the Raptor. So this is like a halfway point of the build. I wouldn't even say build because I'm not doing anything too crazy with this. I'm trying to keep it very OEM plus. So I'm gonna do a halfway update now, and then in a couple months, whenever it's done, I'll do a full walk around in more detail. But yeah, as you already seen in the intro, truck looks great. I'm assuming you have the same opinion. And yeah, I'm gonna go over everything I've done real quick to this thing and a couple of future plans. All right, so as it sits right now, it is completely stock suspension. That's changing in 2 days. So there it is. You can see the back's about 2 inches higher. First thing I did was take the running boards off, and I did the power steps. So as you can see, it tucks up nice against the truck. Just like that, tucks away, boom. Looks super clean without the big running boards, although, oh my God, this is a money shot. Looks very, very clean without the big steps. I turned the running lights on for the video. That way it kind of sticks out a little bit more. You know, the actual Raptor lights. So up front, I have done nothing yet. Everything is about to get taken apart for paint. This grill surround's getting painted. I'm gonna turn the truck off because you probably can't even hear me that well. All right. Let's just go ahead and tuck away nice. Yeah. Okay. So at the front, it's gonna, I guess I'm just gonna make this say what I've done and what I'm gonna do video. All right. Up front, this grill surround is getting painted black. I'm thinking about leaving the letters gray to kind of contrast a little bit. I'm not 100% sold on that idea because I would normally do all gloss black, but just wait till you hear the back. Okay, bumper in pieces and front bumper are getting painted as well. Keeping the skid plate as it matches the wheels. So the skid plate will be silver. Headlights, I'm taking those apart and painting the inside pieces to match the orange side markers in there, paint those black. Fender flare is getting painted black as well. I think it takes away, not takes away necessarily like in a bad way, but I think it would look better all gloss black. Paint these as well. I was going to paint this and this, but I actually might keep that because it's very subtle and it matches the texture of the mirror right there. So I'll keep those three in that plasticky black, matte black look. Wheels and tires, 17 by 8.5, zero offset methods, MR315. And everything that I say about this truck will be linked below as well. And then 35, 12, 50, 17 Nitto trail grapplers. No rubbing whatsoever so far. Stock suspension. I think it looks so good. I think it's gonna look a little bit better leveled. And then I might have regretted not going 37s, I'll be honest, because this thing would look stuffed with 37s. So we'll see how it looks whenever it's leveled. As you know, I've already said the amp steps. I did put on a Morimoto third brake light, but I did not like it. I think I'm going to stick with the OEM one, but I did go with the Morimoto tail lights, and that's because they look like the 2018 to 2020 F-150 tail lights, except a third of the cost. So I think they look pretty sweet, especially at nighttime when you have the running lights in the back to match the front. But I still have the stocks just in case. So I'm gonna keep those. Obviously, these flares and this bedside are getting painted as well. So that way it'll look really clean throughout the whole truck. There won't be any gray. Just like the back bumper here is gray to match everything else. That's getting painted. And I was gonna paint the tailgate applicator, whatever it's called, the panel, but I'm actually gonna leave that, and that's why I'm confused on if I should leave the grill, the Ford and the grill, gray. So let me know what you guys think about that, or if you've seen that done. But I think everything black and then that standing out will be pretty clean. Morimoto tag lights, as you can see, they're super bright in the daytime. And I just threw on the Baja Designs S2 reverse kit, and I'm actually very impressed with the output of those little pods. I'm also going to be painting these as well. And then the taillights, they are the red version, so they're a little bit darker than OEM, but they're not the smoked version. I don't like the smoked look, to be honest with you. So that is, oh, I've done 20% window tint in the front. And as you can see, it's a little bit lighter just because of the windshield. So yeah, that's how she sits. Paint match is going down in a few days, so I gotta get this thing taken apart. But I'm extremely happy with this truck so far. What else? Tune, engine tune and trans tune. Maintenance already has cam phasers done to it. There's a freaking yellow jacket right here. Let's see. Leveling kit alignment is coming up in 2 days. I'm gonna make some forescan changes, a couple minor things. Let's see what else. Pads, rotors. It's because I have a slight shuddering whenever I'm braking, and that was before the meaty tires. So I'm gonna turn the brightness up on the DRLs a little bit because they're more of a parking light. They're not really a technical DRL. And I don't even ride around with them on, to be honest with you. I like the look of it off. I don't really care for all the Raptor lights. So I ride around on off, and it should go off in a second. So this is how I ride around daytime. I don't have the amber lights on or nothing. I think since so many trucks now have those cheap looking aftermarket grills with the Raptor lights, I think it kind of made it look cheesy. So unfortunately, kind of ruined it for me. So I ride around like this, and just looks clean. I do like the tail lights though, whenever they're on. So because they stand out so much, they're really bright. But yeah, here's a look with everything off. If you were interested in any products that I got on this thing. Whenever all the flares and bumpers are off, I'm going to be doing a paint correction, which I might video just a little bit, just before and after, because this truck I bought sight unseen, and I'm actually very impressed with it. There is a couple things with it being black. Of course, you're going to see a couple things, but a couple little scratches. Truck's dirty right now, so it's kind of hard to point them out, but overall, I was extremely happy with the purchase of this truck. You know, without seeing it first. Oh, I forgot to mention, I had checked my list. I got the Husky liners, so I'll be throwing those in probably whenever the flares are off, because they have to like get loose anyway. But that way you don't hear like rocks hitting that as much. And it'll kind of clean up the back a little bit. And what was the other thing? Spark plugs, of course. What else was there? I was going to do a fog light shootout. I ended up changing my mind on which ones I wanted to run. So I ordered some Baja Designs ones, and I'm gonna throw those on. And we'll see if I decide to keep them. But, you know, it was funny, whenever I did not have a Raptor, I was like, man, you gotta fill that spot with some lights. And whenever I actually threw a couple different sets on, I was like, I don't really like the look of it. But yeah, this is just a quick walk around of the truck. And like I said, any parts that are on it are going to be in the description. And I'm loving the setup. The tires are a little bit louder than KO2s, the factory KO2s. Actually, I had E-load KO2s whenever I bought it. Factory is C-load. So a little bit heavier, a little bit louder. But man, the look is so worth it in my opinion. I mean, I just can't get over it. There's a side shot. I was gonna do wheel spacers, but honestly, like in person, the stance is just enough to where it's not like crazy, but it's still very usable. So will not be doing wheel spacers, but if I was going to, it'd be like 1.5 inches. I guess never say never, but I think it looks pretty good as is. So if you have any questions or whatever, if you want to talk about different products or, you know, different headlights, fog lights, either comment below or shoot me a message on Instagram. Happy to help, and hope this helps someone if you are looking for any parts for your Raptor. And I gotta go to my favorite little angle right here. Oof, just so good. Actually, I can't forget the one thing I'm doing on the inside. And well, I already had weather protection whenever I bought it, but I will be doing a Tesla screen. So I'm going to try out a 14.5-inch screen, which is like from here to, I don't think it keeps these controls, but it might push them down or something. But it's like from right here to right here. And I think it's pretty cool. I think the 8-inch screen is decent. So it's not a bad looking display. Everything works as it should. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try out the Tesla screen. And if not, I will sell it or whatever. But I figure why not just try it. Next video will be leveled and paint match and paint correction. That's pretty much going to be it for this truck. I'll make, you know, different videos and stuff like that of it. But as far as what I'm doing to it, this truck is great as is, and I will not be changing that much. So dang good. Man, why did I wait so long to buy one?